Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby! Shout out to everybody here. So listen. Ready? You are here, okay? You're here. We need to get you here, okay? We need to get you from here to here. And that's where we're going, all right? Let's do this. I'm sick of this stuff. No, but seriously. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Appreciate each and every one. They're spraying us every day here, man. I'm telling you, it's been facts. Chris Sullivan will tell you exactly what it is. He even has the patent. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let me get the music up and running. It would be kind of nice. I like Ottawa by Valente. Good vibes. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin struggling yet again to get to 90K. Got rejected by 90,000 last night. Could not keep the move. Why am I so small? I don't remember being that small. Oh, yeah, last night I shrunk myself down for the weekly screen share because we do it differently on the weekly screen share. Shout out to everybody that stuck with us on the weekly screen share last night. We found a gem that pumped to the upside, 35% overnight. ACU, one of the lifers gave it to us. He said it looks like it could run with River. I like what I'm seeing. It got tight inside the channel. Let's go over why I believe this is going to pump. I wait for moving averages to get very tight. I wait for price to consolidate. And when the 21 is touching above the 200, there's a likelihood of a move to the upside. And the target there is 23. We got all the way up to about 21. And I was talking about throwing 10 racks in there and making $3,800. And hey, there you go. We went over this last night in the weekly screen share with the trading group. And this is, and again, it's not like it's alt season right now, but hey, we still found some altcoins to take advantage of here and make some money. So there's always opportunity if you're open to it. There's no opportunity if you tell yourself nothing will happen. So just keep pushing, keep believing, and keep making it happen. You can, you will, you are the best. You've got this more than you realize. It's all in your mind. Once you realize you have it, you do. Once you realize you don't, you don't. Okay? The silver trade, absolutely destroying it. All the way up 14. Remember, we started with 18. Turned it into 2. Sold it. Put 18 back in. Actually, 1930, ran that up to 14. And that's simple. It took about a month to make over $4,000 off of silver. Imagine if you made an extra $4,000 off $2,000. That's 2x. You doubled once and you doubled twice. You got $4,000 out of $2,000. That's a 3x. You turned $2,000 into $6,000. I did it in front of you. You can do it too. I turned $2,000 into about, $5,700 right now. So just keep pushing, keep believing in yourself. Silver to the upside, man. This thing is booming. Unbelievable. And we started the silver trade down here, if you remember correctly. Right there, I got you to silver $74, $75. Stop loss below 68, and this thing has been ripping ever since. I could move my stop loss to break even now. I can't lose in the trade, and we're going up to the target 115 for silver. We're going to get back to that in a second. Today is my top-down analysis where I'm going to do a macro analysis video for you. It comes out in the afternoon. I'm going to go over every single thing that the markets have to offer, really, that move, right? From Dow Jones to, not the Dow, but the S&P futures, gold, silver, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, the DXY. We're going to see so much, and we're going to have so much insight in that 17-minute video, usually between 14 and 20, depending on how I do it. And baby, I got silver on the board. I made an ounce of silver there. Now I could sell this and buy ounces of silver with it. You see what I mean? So you can use the asset to produce gains and then buy the physical asset. Doesn't really produce any cash flow, though. I like real estate because it makes money off of money. I like cash flow. You need to live on things. As when you're rich, you don't need tons of money, but you need money. And if you're rich, you're addicted to putting your money back into investments. So eventually, you're never gonna have cash. Second, you have 200 cash. You're like, damn, I know where to put that. You keep finding so many investments, you get addicted to investing. You never want to have cash in your bank account. Never. Like, you don't want cash. Cash is like, I can't. It's not. I want to put my cash where cash is coming back. Cash is coming back. And then when cash comes back, I want to put it again where cash is coming back. I don't like having cash stacked in the bank. It's a liability. They could go under and then have to wait in a line and ask for my money again. Second I get it, I want to put it into something that I can see, taste, touch, and feel. All right. Or Bitcoin. You know what I mean? And I've been doing Bitcoin for a long time. I've been starting to diversify a little bit. Some people would say, don't. You should have went all in on Bitcoin. You would have been richer. Maybe I will. But I had to do some things that I could taste, touch, and feel, man. But anyway, just wanted to show you we're up on silver. We're up on the altcoin buy. My Bitcoin trade last night, not so good. Actually lost, I made $1,000 yesterday, and I think I'm down about 1,500. See, so that's about $500, 670 cents. Looking worse now on the smaller time frames. Bitcoin's been very difficult to trade, and honestly, right now my system tells me I should be, keeping that short alive. The 21's below the 200. You're in a bear flag. That's about to dump. It's like I have a hard time shorting. I'm like a stubborn old man. Like I know I could short, and I short it, but I got this like eerie feeling it's like I'm listening to my emotions or something. I don't know what's going on. It's been tough. Am I the only buddy? Am I the only one? Is it me? You guys noticed, am I a worse trader than I used to be? What's happening? The diamond didn't play out, right? They didn't give us the love. Actually, just now, in the last 15 minutes, they took a nasty dump to the downside, squeezed it. They just keep stop hunting every time. And I even said to my group, Bitcoin's been difficult to trade. I made $1,000 yesterday. I've been making good money, but it's been tough, man. I have to battle. No trade plays out. I wait all night. Wednesday night, no love. Tuesday night, no love. Like my old nights where Monday night I used to wake up with money, no gains. It's been tough. I don't want to sound like a complainer, man. It's been tough out here. It's been slim dripping, slim pickings. And you got to know exactly what you're doing to make money. You play games 1 second, or you think you could just toss money in this market, they're going to take you. It's a vicious market right now. It's vicious for YouTube. Everything is hard. This is making a man out of me right now. I'm being honest. This is making a man out of me. This is a very difficult time to be a live streamer, very difficult time to be the runner of a trading group. I'm being 100% honest. I'm looking at options, other ways to trade options. Funny, options. I'm looking at other options. But no, literally, I'm looking at options, seriously. Trading options. Sam, I have that itch about having a lot of capital as fiat. It's not important to have capital floor first, then invest. 100%. I'm in a different place than you. Let's talk about it. First thing, I had $5,000 in credit debt, and I had $500 in my bank account, and I was making $175 a night, and I was about 27 years old. Okay. All right. I had just got off unemployment, started my own business, thought the connections would have made me more money, but they didn't. I went back to work. It's very shaky. Every pump, people take their opportunity to sell, even at a loss. Exactly. Yeah. Patterns do work. That's not true. Patterns do work. Because look, I'll tell you something right now is that head short that I talked about. I'm not the best at keeping my head shorts, but you should listen. You should listen to me. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But let's break this down. BTC, USDT on Bybit, spot. That's a bear flag now. It's below the 200, touching the 21. And it's a bear flag. It's looking like a descending triangle that's going to break down. So Bitcoin that's bearish. That says you're going to dump. And basically I'd be in the money on the head short. Remember, we had it open somewhere around here. Stop loss on the other side of the 200 moving average, just like this. That's the short. And basically this should be open. I should have this open with just $1,000. And I shouldn't take it. But last night it looked so bullish. I took the short off for 400 and I made 1,100. And it was a good idea. And now this morning I'm like, damn, maybe I should have kept it open, right? So it's been very, very hard. The market will reverse when everyone gives up. I'm never going to give up. That's the thing. I'm never going to give up. Never. It doesn't matter. They're going to make you give up. So many people are going to unsubscribe. They're going to leave. I know it. It's sad. My channel never stopped growing. Never. Just boom, 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 boom. Everyone else is struggling. My channel never stopped growing. This is the first struggle I've ever had, man. And it's not easy. I'm spoiled because everything's been going my way for 5 years straight. No issues. Everyone loves the lifer. Gains on gains. You know what I mean? I just keep hitting it. Gainitis. Win after win. It does not stop. I refuse to believe that they're going to take my shine away, baby. I refuse to believe. It's never going to stop. It's just a couple bumps in the road, but we're going to keep on moving. It does not matter. May God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Nah, y'all help. I've been straight losing lately. Interesting, yeah. It's ripping. What's ripping? When people say it's ripping, it's like what? Bitcoin goes up $100 and people go, it's ripping. They must be on the 1 minute time frame. So look, I'm still in the longs. And oh wow, the long just bounced back 1,600 to 800. Let's go, baby. I'm still long, and I'm going to talk about why. And we're going to show you what's happening in the markets, and I'm going to break it down. All right? Let's kind of reset. Let's take a look at where we are. Let's do our top-down analysis and have some fun. Got to shake off the negativity and always be positive, right? It's never going to stop, man. We got this. We can, we will. We are the best. And we just keep moving no matter what every single day. 4-hour did bounce off the bottom. Amen. Yeah. I'm a rider, Sam. I'll be here till the wheels fall off. God bless you, brother. Life is forever, Sam Tang. I've done so much. 311 on 1 minute ripping. I know, right? Exactly. If you're on the 1 minute time frame, it's ripping, you know. So let's take a look at it. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Here we are again on the monthly chart. Every single day we talk about the fact that the monthly does have hidden bullish divergence. However, a wick to the downside on a monthly candle, Bear City, right? That looks like a low and a lower high. I mean, that doesn't look good to me. I would have to see this 23K price target for gold by 2034. That's crazy. Maybe. It'd be pretty interesting for gold to go to $23,000 an ounce. I mean, that would be crazy. I've been losing for 2 cycles now. Really think I'm going to leave now? No way. I'm not Evan leaving. Wolf of Wall Street. I love you guys. Amen. Top-down analysis. It's a lifer classic. Amen. Revenge traders. Yeah, good luck, man. God, please pump the dang Bitcoin. I know. It's the best period to go in at crypto when everyone said that's going to go down. Gold is in a bull run. It's in a generational bull run, not just a bull run. It's in a generational bull run. It's insane what's happening to gold right now. Short will be published. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate you, brother. So that's hidden bullish. The monthly has to close greener than this, or it's a bear flag. You got to get more out of that. You got to close above that. You got to pump. You got to have a little wick there. I've never seen a monthly candle with a wick that big and it's been a good sign. Never. I don't care if it's green. Doesn't matter to me. I mean, that was a whack one. We still pumped. So, but dang. Anything is possible. I'm open-minded, but dang, man, that's not a good monthly candle. 2-week chart looks great for accumulation. I'll tell you what, whenever the 2-week is this low on the stochastics RSI and the fear and greed is in the shaded region and I bought Bitcoin, it always panned out. It always ended up becoming a good idea. But you do whatever make you mad. How many trades a day do you think is too much? I know it depends. Sometimes I do 5, sometimes I do 7, sometimes I do 3. I think over 10 is a little. I think if you're trading 10 times a day, I think it's a little much. Because even on the 1 minute, you don't get that many perfect moves. You know? Yeah. My shorts are paying off. There you go. It didn't matter if you're trading past, we still here. Amen. Look at the river. Why is it booming so much? It's just because it's real world assets and it's actually gaining some momentum here to the upside. And we're going to talk about river and the coin. And that's why Accrue went up too. Like we want to talk. We found gains last night on the screen share. Just want to make this clear. While everyone else is a little confused, like I'm still making gains. Like this thing started to pump. We went over this together every single Thursday night. I do a weekly screen share. I hang out with you guys. I show my portfolio. I talk about what I'm doing. I talk about what's happening. We went over a lot last night and actually just had some fun, you know. And if river pumps, this pumps too. This looks like it's going to continue out the ascending triangle. Let's make it a beautiful flag. This is another one that's about to go on a run and nobody's paying attention. I see 27 cents. 27, yeah, that's 26.9 on the way here. And we're already holding gains of about 43% from last night when we got in right there and talked about it at the screen share. So bang, bang, bang. Looking at river. River just don't stop, baby. River, baby, river. Torum looked interesting to me last night. It looked like it could bounce off this key level. We traded this coin back in the day. Previous support is resistance. Just has lower volume, you know. And I just see what's hot right now on MEXC. Like, well, YFI, man. Remember that coin? It was like $10,000 a coin. Oh, man, $6,000. Fact went up. WeMix. I think it's interesting that I put out Axie Infinity to the group, an old gaming coin that like wasn't even had good tech really. And look at this thing. We started putting it out down here at 109. It looks like it's headed to the target at 318. This thing has not stopped. It's another coin that no one's really discussing, but I gave to my trading group weeks ago. Axie Infinity continuing to bang on them to the upside. Not every coin's hot right now, though. Not every coin's hot. There's only a few. We talked about the secret network because we knew coins that were involved in, privacy were going to pump, and secret did pump to the targeted more. We're talking 13 cents all the way up to 21 cents. That's a 50% gain. FITFI was on my radar. It's getting tighter and tighter. It looks like these coins. Looks like only a matter of time till FITFI does break out and head to 0012. I don't own any FITFI. It doesn't matter to me. None of it does. I'm just showing you the charts. Chirpley was an oldie but goodie, but nope. Remember Bull? We traded that back in the day. Pocket Network fell off. Kyle Chassé, come on, man. You didn't even get your own coin cooking, man. Soil's been interesting. It's been on a bit of an uptrend. AGI. So many of these coins. That Casta coin. I would never touch Casta. That thing is garbage. Look at that, man. One of the worst coins in the game. This gamey coin down the tubes too, man. Oh, God. Medieval Empires down the tubes. Like, oh, gosh. So, yeah. Adam's holding 230, which ain't bad. You know why? Because people like to stake Adam when it's low because it just has high APY. So, I believe that's going to be your bottom for Adam, and it'll slowly creep back up. $14 in a year and a half. It's just going to take forever, man. It's going to take a lot longer than you think, to come back. So, the 2-week chart, to me, is in a bear flag. Let's be honest. Like, that's a bear flag. Look at that. And that sends you to $56,000, $57,000 BTC. So I'm okay with that. If we go down another 30 grand, I'll buy more Bitcoin. It'll be okay. A lot of altcoins they'll go, they're gone already. So they'll basically, I think the altcoin market at that point will just kind of disappear. Then there's always going to be speculative opportunities that come out of altcoins though. Remember that. And there's going to be 10Xs and 20Xs. You just got to pay attention. Like, look at River. If you got it down and out and said, oh, this market sucks, you would have missed out on River. And River continues to do damage to the upside. So, look, 56.50, 500. WeMix, another gaming coin, looking interesting. Yeah, silver about to crack 100. Silver, I think, tapped $100. Yeah. Every couple of months, Trump will announce something that dumps the markets. It'll help him get interest rates down as a bonus. I know, it's crazy. I always have pants on, man. Always. I have I have the gray pants on today. I like to wear sometimes the same pants for a week or two because it's like, I only wear them for 2 hours usually. Sometimes I go out and I wear the pants continuously. It depends on the day. Sometimes it's hot here in Florida. I change right into, dude, I'm so happy I sold Near Protocol. I'm so happy I sold all my altcoins. Like, I'm sorry to say, everyone, and people are mad. They're like, damn, but I got out at a good time, man. When everyone else is like, oh, it's going to, maybe that's the bottom. I mean, it would have to be, right? But even if it is the bottom, it's going to take a while. Like, you're going to kind of round on out before you, and look, that's November of 2027? I don't know, man. Maybe we just shoot out all the way up to the upside, but it's like, and this is a cup and handle, and we just start ripping, and we're at $14 by June of 2027. I mean, if we get a beautiful rip, and things go perfectly, it's February of 2027 by the time you do a 10X or a 9X. I mean, that ain't bad. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm putting things into perspective for myself, and it doesn't really make much sense, right? Believe me, I will find a solution. That's the only thing that you don't realize, everyone here. You guys may doubt crypto, you might date, but never doubt me, man. I'm the guy that took one channel from one subscriber to where I am today. Anything is possible. We can, we will, we are the best. We can do it. And I'm never going to go broke. I'm never going to sit there and say we can't do it. I'm going to find ways to win. And so if you want to win, I would keep coming back to this channel because I'm never going to stop. And I know I'm going to win because that's what I do. I'm programmed to win. Thank for being you. Much love and respect. God bless you, Sam. Can you talk about the Greenland and the river of gold they found? It was your tweet from last night. Who's asking about pants? Asking for a friend. You're funny. So 2-week chart looks bearish to me. It looks like it's in a bear flag that's going to go down. They're either setting up the most massive short squeeze in history or we're going to dump. And that's why I tell you it's good to have a hedge short. It's simple stuff. Simple stuff. I did all the math for you yesterday in the channel. I told you had a hedge short, and then I'm going to teach you how we're going to scalp to the upside. Even on the worst days, we can find scalps. And so we can cover the $1,500 to $1,000 that we risk of the short, and then we can just leave the short alone. And if the short loses, so be it. We already covered it. If we get a dump, we get to get paid. And that way you don't have to stress and you won't go crazy. So I thought it all out for everybody as a trader. Literally, this is I think I've got a really good mind and it can work for you. So the whole idea was this. We're in a bear flag on the 4-hour time frame. You put a stop loss like right above here, 91,410. And you basically treat this like a bear flag. You see? That's about to break out. With the measured move there. That says you're going down to 81,000. And look, the stochastics are high in the 4-hour. Everything's curving down. Stokes are high curving down. MACD's flipping. RSI doesn't look amazing. Looks like we're going to roll over back to 81,000, no? So I truly believe you should have a head short open. Right there like so. And if they rip it, so what? Trade up. Break even when you get to here. Let this thing fly. Then you get stopped out on the short. All right. That's the main reason that I don't think there's a better way to trade it right now based on probabilities. Because you tell yourself you don't know what's going to happen. You got yourself covered for both situations. Now, the worst case scenario is they just rip it up here, stop you out. But even then, we're going to catch the rip. We'll be at break even. So actually, there's no worst case scenario because, look, if I find the long, I'm going to be able to catch it. The only thing is I hate being short when I know we're going to pump. And that's what I did last night, so I cut the short off. Maybe I'll do that too, but right now we're back in like the same position, you know? 3-day chart back below the 200 moving average. I'm a bear. I am a bear when we're below the 200. That's it. However, we are hugging a higher low. Like, it's so weird. I see, like, I keep seeing contradictory stuff over and over again. At the end of the day, though, it's a bear flag, right? Like, you got resistance at 95.7. You got support at 85.9, and you're in between on the 3-day chart. Man, it looks weird, right? So you got this flag here. Yeah, so you have to be open-minded that this thing's going down to 62K. Have to be. Just you know what I mean? You can't trade it any other way. That's it. Last year I came to this stream by accident searching for answers. From being wrecked to growing my capital by 700. God bless you, man. Thank you. Be cautious. Keep your diamond, Sam, I would say. But you know, we don't know. Yeah. See how everyone's saying could be, would be, should be? So have a plan for both scenarios and be okay with it. Right? Although we got rejected by the 12 and the 22 200 moving average. And here we are rejected by the 200 there on the 8-hour too. Like the 8-hour was unable to get back above that 200 moving average. And the 8-hour actually was looking somewhat bullish with the bounce. It had tweezer bottoms and all this, you know, like right there. It's kind of giving that back up again. And then here we are on the 4-hour, which to me is starting to make what looks like a descending triangle, right? Like it's starting to kind of become more bear flag-esque. And remember, my strategy tells you when you're consolidating below the 200, touching the 21, you're likely going to go to the direction the 21 is going. So this tells me that there's likely more downside here for Bitcoin. Just that's what it says, you know? And we're going to go further to like maybe 82.3. So that's what I see happening for BTC. I mean, but then you have this support too. You have resistance. You're kind of stuck in this like choppy sauce here. Stochastics want to come down, which leads me to believe there will be a dump. Right? And then you go to the 1-hour. And then here we are on the 1-hour. Let's talk about it. And the 4-hour, really. That looks like a descending triangle too. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. So It's bearish. It's more bearish. There's money to be made down to the downside. We could do this. Let's take a look here. You know, that is still a diamond. Like, it's still a diamond, a reversal diamond to me. And it says it's going to reverse back to the upside. And there's 70% chance that when you do this, you're coming back up. And you're on this high volume node and you're stuck and you can come back to the 200, rip through these highs. Man, it's tough. And the whole world wants me to tell them exactly what's going to happen. And I'm usually pretty dang good at doing it. That's what's frustrating for me. Imagine I'm able to make the call pretty dang good. And I got to say, I'm leaning long. I keep leaning long. At the end of the day, my instincts keep telling me they're trying to push us out of something. And I feel like when they're trying to push you out of something, it's because they're going somewhere. So, and this looks like an inverted head and shoulder too. It doesn't look perfect, but I see a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, a shoulder. I see a complex head and shoulder here that wants to break back to the upside. 89 is holding so hard right now. It's crazy. It's like sticking, right? Sticking. Let's talk about that silver trade continuing to rip to the upside. It's about to rip to $100 an ounce for silver, baby. And you guys saw me buy this ounce on the live stream like 3 years ago or something. You guys saw this kilogram, this kilo. And I had other ones too, but I just wanted to buy one in front of you guys. This is now $3,000. Man, 32 ounces. That's $3,200 right there. And with the premium, it's probably like 34. All right. Everyone, I want to talk about something today. Nobody knows where money comes from. I think it's time we talk about where money comes from, right? Because this is why you buy Bitcoin. Don't let them like get in the head of what's happening to BTC. Where does money come from? Does anybody know? In America, I could teach you where money comes from, how money is made. First thing you do is two politicians go against each other. Usually it's a Republican and a Democrat. We have some independents. So you have the red and the blue. The Republican and the Dems, right? And they both have different agendas. You know, one guy says I like this easy one. One guy says he's going to build a better library. The library's outdated. It's time to rebuild the library. It's going to cost $5 million. Another guy says he needs to redo the bike lanes. Someone got killed this year and it's not good. He needs to redo the bike lanes. It's going to cost $5 million. Both of these cost $5 million. Where are they going to get the money? Their town doesn't have the money. The taxes can't pay for that. Where are they going to get the money? They're going to go into Washington and vote for deficit spending, understand? They're going to say, raise the debt ceiling, raise the debt ceiling. I just got into office. I need to help my people. Okay? And they're like, no. So this right here, right? This is where money comes from, all right? Now they both vote for deficit spending. What happens? The U.S. Treasury, okay, is going to make a bond, which comes from the word bondage, which is slavery, okay? Bondage. But they're going to create a bond, right? A treasury note. And they're going to auction it off at the open markets, at the open market system, basically where all these banks can sit there and basically they auction off the United States debt. And someone wins the auction and buys the bond, all right? And where does the bond then go? They sell it to the bank will then sell it to the Federal Reserve at a profit. Once they sell the bond, they'll take the money and send it to the Treasury. And the Treasury will end up with digits in the U.S. Treasury, and the Federal Reserve will end up with bonds, buy bonds. Now, the Federal Reserve doesn't have a balance sheet. They start printing money out of thin air. You see what I'm saying? To buy the bonds. Why is there so much short still open holding it down? Do whales short it then accumulate? Just something I thought I would bring it to light. Yes, they do all sorts of stuff, man. Things you wouldn't believe. You don't even have the money to know what they're doing. Once you start even thinking like that, you're scratching the surface. Anyway, the Federal Reserve prints the money, but they don't have an interest. Now, if me and you wrote a blank check with no money in our bank account, it would be considered fraud. But the Federal Reserve can do it. Something is wrong. It's owned by 12 families. It's private. It's not owned by the United States. We don't own the Federal Reserve. The people don't own it. We pay a vig on that money printed, and they get a percentage. They actually get a dividend on that. Whoever owns the Federal Reserve gets a dividend. Understand? And it's 12 families. It's really sketchy. It's not cool. So until we end the Fed, we will be in bondage. Understand? Because they will continue to print money. The Federal Reserve will continue to send digits. And think about it. If there's say there was $50 trillion in debt, or let's just say there's $50 million, and the Federal Reserve then buys a bond for $5 million, but they don't have any money, and they print it to buy the bond, we now have $55 million in circulation. If you have one of the 50 million, now you have one of 55. Your $1 is smaller now in purchasing power. You've now lost purchasing power. Understand? This is why you have to get out of the US dollar as soon as humanly possible, because it's set on a debt-based ceiling. It's going to continue to go down. It's based on debt, and it's going to implode under its own weight. If you get the first dollar, but you borrow the first dollar into existence, how do you pay the interest on that? Right? There's debt right here. You have to borrow more debt. So that's debt, right? DEPT. Then you borrow another dollar. There's more debt. Every time you get more money, you add to the debt until the debt implodes on itself. It's an unsustainable system. Eventually, it's not going to make it. I used to talk about this every single day on the channel. I used to teach people about the history of money, from the first gold coin in Egypt, right, to the florin in France, to the Roman coin where they cut the corners and took out all the metals until it became worthless. Their soldiers didn't want to fight anymore. They didn't get gold. We're doing the same exact thing to our currency that every single society has done in the last 5,000 years. The continental dollar, they printed to zero. That's why we got colonial script. Most people don't even know what colonial script is. Colonial script, right? It's not owned by 12 families. It's a public-private hybrid implemented by Congress. No, that's not true. Not true, yeah. See, like, people are basically lied to, yeah. U.S. should be backed by gold, yeah. Where do you get your information, man? Like, who told you that? Who told you that, right? And honestly, they wouldn't want you to know anyway, so you wouldn't know. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Silver to 115. Looks like it's going to head there. We've got the stop loss to break even. Can't lose the trade. And someone said something about Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. Here, let me see here. Back inside the diamond, back at 89,271. Not too far from 89.5 where this all began. So that was a little dolphin dip this morning, but they did rip it back to the upside. I did not get stopped out. I'm still inside the trade. I play bigger money now. So now, before when you used to see me down 700 to 1,000, you might be like, oh, well, I'm trading bigger now. So that's like $1 to me. Not to be rude, but it's a smaller amount. I got to make more money, man. I can't tell you everything because, you know, but just know that things have been going insane for so long. For so long. Because I don't take days off, man. Every single time there's a riffle, every single time the industry has a problem, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep pushing every single day because I don't take days off, man. Yeah. Yeah. I get my info from documentaries and people that know what they're talking about over long periods of time. Yeah. Like 70-year-old men that have actually been there and actually created a documentary. Yeah. I get a lot of my info from Mike Maloney, who actually studied the history of money. I get my info from Peter Schiff. I get my info from Money Masters, one of the oldest a documentary that will change the way you think about life forever. They scrub you out on your big trade, Sam, but you have to understand I owe millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin spot. That's my big trade, bro. It's way bigger than that trade. That's what people don't understand, man. I guess when I say it, it's bad for me because I can't tell people. Remember, I'm putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into Bitcoin in front of you guys for the last few years over and over and over again. You know? I already made the big trade. Leverage trading to me doesn't do anything for me. If you've made, like, let's just say, I'm not saying this happened to me. This isn't me. All right. But if you made, let's just say, $20 million on Bitcoin, and then you were trading leverage for 100 grand, it wouldn't matter to you. You'd be looking at the bigger picture all the time. Understand? Yeah. You made your futures trade on me. I don't know. You're the man, Sammy. Yeah. Possible double bottom, $100 silver. Yeah. So look, there we are. The 1 minute crossed the 200 moving average, and we did get the push to the upside. And you can see it made an inverted head and shoulder. You can see it right there, clear as day. Shoulder, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Why they're not letting me draw that, or anyway, but you can see the head and shoulder there, right? So there you go. And now you're crossing the 200. See, now today it's a low volume day on Friday. I'd be careful. Look at this. Look at the up. Like just the price action is just vicious lately. Constantly, all the time now, they're stop hunting. All the time. Like that should break out. It got tight above the 221. I back tested this stuff for years, man. I've seen it play out over and over and over again. I'm a trading an inverted head and shoulder before I was staring in your diamond. Amen. Need to know bank it practice. Yeah, I'm about to be the creation of the Federal Reserve and what? Yeah, exactly. When did the Federal Reserve get created and why? What year did it get created? I know it off the top of my head. If you have to Google that, then come on, man. Look at the 1 minute tweezer bottom. Yeah, but tweezer bottoms are the 1 minute. Oh, yeah, but right there, yeah. Right when that green candle closed, you get in. Boom. That one right there, too. Boom. Nice short squeeze back to the upside for Bitcoin. We were down $1,600. Now we're only down $400 in the trade. That's, hey, it's a $124,000 trade. It ain't a little trade. You know, you don't always have to be in a trade. Amen. I like that. 100%. And I say that all the time. I say that to my trading group all the time. You don't always have to be in a trade. But look, crossing the 200 moving average on the 1 minute time frame. I can't tell you how many times it creates a massive short squeeze. Every single time. Come to my channel and just learn. Wow, look at that, man. Look at that thing booming to the upside now. Unbelievable. And that's what we're talking about. Back in action, baby. And I'm happy I didn't open up the head short yet, right? Oh, wow. The trade's only down $14 now. Dang, man. Had I scooped it when you told... Had I scooped the right shoulder there... Look, this is the cup and handle. This is what me and Master Friend teach every single day, man. And look at that cup and handle. It just ripped to the upside. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. How many times do we see cup and handles on the 1 minute time frame here on this channel? Over and over again. I teach the same sauce every single time, baby. Sam, I guess we'll have a calm chat next time. I feel like I have to get to meet you at least online and your group personally, witnessing you since years, brother, from another mother. I love you, man. Thank you. Let me pop out the chat there. And I just want to see what you're saying there, Vilo. I guess we'll have to have a cam chat in the next time. I feel like I have to get to meet you at least online in your group. Witnessing you since years, brother, from another mother. God bless you, man. Thank you. I gained $9 today, enough to make me happy. Hey, that's amazing. He goes, patience is key. Cup and handy after the stop hunt. Bang, bang. You taught us. Amen, yeah. We do the same thing every day. You know what's crazy? My channel has struggled a little bit with the way just the market has been going, right? And I show up every single day and I show concepts that work. And I can't work any harder on the YouTube channel. I can work harder in marketing. I can work harder on my conceptualization. I can push myself. But man, I do every single thing I can. So I can only imagine how hard it is for new time streamers and new people out there. Like, it can be very discouraging. That's why you can never live stream for money and you can never live stream for views. You have to be completely in love with it just to do it. Like, I used to live stream because it was supporting my mental health because I didn't know what else to do with myself. And it was just something I could do every day. Eventually, it turned into a profession, thank the heavens. But I didn't start it thinking it was ever going to make me any money. And I didn't start it thinking I was ever going to be a big shot. And I didn't start it thinking I just was sick of starting things with other people that didn't pan out. I was so sick of it. And I said, man, there's got to be a way I can make it happen, man. My own way. My own, Come on, Diamond. Like, so sick of waiting. So sick. Hey, this has been testing my patience, man. Look, we've been in this chop now since the 20th of January, 3 days straight. Just, it's been, you can only basically make small scalps in this move. There's been no bigger movement here. That was a nice move. There's the squeeze up and down there, right? Sam, love and handy. God bless you, man. Black whale about to moon. Funny. From Chen Channels, you do great. Stop rethinking your channel. No, you're right. I get in my head all the time. I'm a human being, everyone, and I get in my head all the time. My team has to tell me, look at the bigger picture. Focus on the yearly. We're doing great in the long scheme of things. I'm just a demanding man. I put a lot of pressure on myself. Life is not easy. And, I desire amazing results every single day. And some days I get them. But you're not going to get them every day. Right? That's the facts of life, folks. It's all hard work. All this hard work now will get you to 150K soon. Industry would benefit something like around the blockchain comes back. I agree. Sam, hearing a lot about quantum computing and the risks. Does this concern you? No, not at all. Those people that say that do not understand quantum computing. Quantum computing is it can only be used for basic, like one idea at a time right now. It's not something you can just sick on an industry and it's going to go. It's not how it works. It's going to take a lot longer for quantum computing to even get there to where people think it's going to be. And by that time, there's going to be a patch for Bitcoin. Okay? Yeah. When you want to talk about quantum computing, talk to people that are way smarter than you. Find someone with a higher IQ than you that sits home all day and reads. Like one of my business partners. I consider him my business partner now. All he does is he's been reading about quantum and he's been taking class. This is all the guy does. When I sit with him, he explains it on a higher level. I know he knows it better than me because I don't study it as much as he does. I'm in the charts while he's doing that stuff. And he will tell you that anytime you make those type of assumptions that you just don't have any idea what you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's interesting. The masses take a small piece of tech, and they run with it. And they repeat complete nonsense. They really do. And this has been going on for thousands of years. The people that know don't have the chance to tell you because they're too deep learning it. They can't even talk about it as much as the people that talk about it have no idea. They're spending too much time talking about it. They're not learning it. You know what I mean? So, Sam, can you look at EQ? Might be making gains today. We already talked about it, man. I love you, man. Why are you guys so late on me? Anyway, I'll take a look at EQ for you. God bless you, bro. But yeah, we already went over EQ. And we talked about it. We were in it on the live stream last night. I have a weekly screen share every single Thursday night. Look at that thing. And, one of my lifers said, man, this looks good to me. And look, it's making an ascending triangle. It looks like it's going to continue further to the upside. So my strategy is to wait for price action. It will pump, go up and down, up and down, up and down. You'll get this tightness in price. The moving averages will get completely jumbled and tight, and you'll get a massive break to the upside. Like this thing could break boom, 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 all the way to about like 27. Sam got such a beautiful energy. Thank you so much, sir. You're awesome and amazing, unreal. God bless you, man. Thank you. That's awesome. I went to Naples and this guy said the same thing. This older man, he's like, man, where did you get this energy? And I was like, man, God gave it to me, man. I know I have an extra sense, an extra feeling, an extra being. I see it in the whole world. Everyone kind of seems like, and I'm just like, let's go, baby, let's go. Like, why are we moving? And I'm like, where did this energy come from? And it's because God wants me to do something big with my life. He has a plan for me. He has a plan for you. God has a plan for each and every one of you, and it's a beautiful plan. I'm telling you right now. The devil also has a plan for you. He wants you not to listen to God. He wants you to fall into despair, and he wants you to stay lonely, in pain, on drugs and alcohol. He wants you to feel confused and lost. He wants you to feel like there's no way. He wants you to lose hope. The devil wants to take any sense of positive energy you have and trash it. He doesn't want you to build. He doesn't want you to feel good. He wants to take God's creations and make them feel nasty and horrible. He wants to prove to God that it's all a mess. But with God's help, the devil won't come near you. He gets sick when he knows you're full of God, man. He can't hang. He doesn't have the strength. He'll try all his might. He'll do what he can. Eventually, he will kind of somewhat give up on you. He'll come here and there when he can. But he's going to spend more time on the weak because he can get them to do his bidding, man. When you talk to God every day, you're close to God every day, he's going to be like, oh, there's that guy again. I can't get that guy to do nasty. I can't get him. So silver is looking good. Hopefully it could go good. I mean, for me, it should be time to take its province out of silver, right? Someone says your energy is rubbing off of me. That's the key. I have energy so contagious that if you just come to the stream, it's going to affect you. The stream is bigger than live streaming. I have a gift of pushing my energy right into your heart and soul, man. You can feel me every day here on this channel. You know me. You can feel it. You can believe in it. And You can cherish that, man. And I'm going to be here every single day. I don't disappear, right? So you can depend on me. The devil's always knocking on the door. Got to keep it out. Amen. Dear Lord, help me stay humble. Dear Lord, as I make millions and millions of dollars, help me give away my money to the right causes. Help me invest my money in the right places. And help me realize my money never made me. Help me realize God is always the true master of my energy, my life, and my frequency. Help me stay pure at all costs, no matter how much money I make, no matter how many suits I wear, no how many watches I buy, no how many Lamborghinis I drive. Let me realize that it all is for you, dear Lord. Everything is for your glory, and everything is for God's glory, man. None of these material things are what's going to bring me to the promised land. They're all distractions at the end of the day. They make me happy for a minute, I guess, but at the end of the day, man, I just need my wife, my kids, and God. That's it, everyone. Ever since my parents died, there's not one material thing that can truly cheer me up. Yeah, I buy them. Yes, I have them. Yes, I do all this stuff. But to me, it's like, drop this thing in the toilet, man. Seriously. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be rude. It's a beautiful, it's craftsmanship. The guys worked hard at it. It took years for them to build a brand that people care about. Like, there's hard work behind this. You know what I mean? So I don't want to denounce that. But this ain't the answer, man. This will never be the answer. Okay? God will be your answer. God will be. Without God, man, I would have collapsed. My mom died in front of me. I never would have been able to continue my show. I would have taken a few months off, and I don't know what would have happened to the Crypto Lifer and my brand. It definitely wouldn't be here today, I'll tell you that. So, I'd rather be a slave to God than to money any single day of the week, baby. Every single day of the week. So, God is good and everything good is God. Amen. He goes, I don't even wear mine. You had to do it at one point, though. You have to remember, I'm a brokey, man. I never had any of this stuff. But that's true, man. I didn't even see it when you were in Vegas. Yeah. Jesus is God. Send it, lifer. God bless you, man. Yeah. I love this guy. I like to call people out. Look, guy is such a salesperson. He barely gives a right call on a broke call. I give it correct twice a day. Oh. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. I teach you that when the moving averages are tight, above the 200 moving average, things will break out. That's all I show you, man. I never said I was 100%. And honestly, I could be 30%. You're right. I might only win 3 out of 10 trades. That doesn't look good if you show to the stream, but that's profitable. That is a profitable trader. Like, you don't have to win every trade, man. And honestly, I don't got to answer to you. Watch this. Watch this. This is going to be funny. Everybody, this guy, Sifa Khalik, who actually decided to become a member and then decides to try to throw shade my way. How many times have you seen me call it correctly in my life on this channel? I've been here thousands of days. Like, I could be wrong for 300 days. I mean, I could be wrong for 200 days straight and still have had a higher probability than you probably. Anyway, tell him, man. Tell this guy. Anyway, I shouldn't even pay attention to him. Yeah. I haven't been able to see my mother in over 10 years. Sam always gets me emotional. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. He got a member as a gift. I know. And then he's nasty. So weird, man. Anyway, God bless you, bro. If you're negative to me, that means you're not in a good space. If you made what I made today, then you probably would not be you wouldn't be acting like that. So if you had a Lamborghini in your driveway and you were going to go for a ride with your wife and she was beautiful and you had beautiful children, you wouldn't act like that. So 100%. Dude, this is still a diamond that could break to the upside, folks. That previous candle on the 1 hour just broke above the high. Look how big that candle was. That's a bullish engulfing candle that just came in on the 1 minute. That suggests this next candle will be green. We just closed a bullish engulfing candle on the 1 minute time frame. I am still long. Look, this is my signal right here on the 1 minute time frame. That's about to go berserk. Look at that. I want to long that scalp right now. The scalp looks good to me. Even on a Friday, that scalp looks amazing. I think I'm late, though. Let me see the 5 for a second. Ooh, the 5's above the 200 now. Let's see here. Funny, this trades in the money. It's 2-1 though. It's like, eh. Let me see here. Too many lines. Dream away, baby. Dream away. Two things that are amazing. Dream away and spread your love. You know what I did last night is I found this like kind of like a mental hypnotist. What is her name? I'll find her name for you towards the end of the stream. I've been listening to these videos at night before when I sleep at night. It's been absolutely amazing. Basically, it's positive affirmations where she basically reprograms your subconscious mind, right? Because I don't want to let fear and doubt in my mind, man. I got to constantly push myself to make it so that I'm creating my next reality move. You're basically crushing space and time to create your reality. Every day, you're building your reality with your thoughts. If you think negatively, you're going to have a negative life, period. If you think positively, you're going to have a positive life. Seriously, this isn't so important to reiterate to you right now. You got to understand, this should break out. Like 80% of the time, this is going to pump. Maybe in 4 more minutes when we go sideways, maybe right now. But as long as the 21 stays above this 200, the stochastics are curving. Same thing we did on ACU. Like, it's the same idea. Stochastics were curving, tight moving averages, 21 above the 200. Exact same concept. Okay? This is just a scalp on Bitcoin. Same concept, same idea. Might go to 91,386. Go 289 for 9. I'm going to take it. So what I'm doing now is, look, you can do isolated. Separated. These are 2 different trades. I can keep the big trade open, and I can keep the scalp open. And I can scalp. So if this rips, I'll take the scalp off at 90,960. Okay? And you're like, wait, what are you doing with those 2 trades? How do you know which trade is which? It's a good point. But you can see the smaller version here. So like this would be my take profit. And look at that pump to the upside. We just got a nice move there. The king of 3% on that move. It was 3. Yeah, there we go. I'm the king of 3%. No one makes 3% more than me. But look, I mean, it got a pump. The second I said it was going to pump, let's see if this is sustainable, even though it's a Friday. See, lately, it'll be like, and then it'll fall off. And it's been doing that for 40 days. So people are like, oh, his system doesn't work. This guy ain't. It's just the way the market's been. The market hasn't had follow through. It hasn't had good volume. It hasn't had a chance to really push out. Like the signals that play out over and over again for years now, I have been struggling. And it will make me it will make people question it. And I got to fight through this questioning period of time until I prove to people that my strategies work over time. I will keep showing up because my strategies will show you over time that I don't need to speak. I don't need to do anything, even though I do speak. But you just got to watch it play out over time. Over and over again, this stuff is going to happen. I don't force it. And if I lose, I'll lose. I'm willing to take a loss too. I'm not afraid of what you think of me just because I lost. I've already won. I've already won because I have God in my heart. And I got over the death of my parents in such a beautiful way. I believe that God took my mom in a special moment. And instead of getting mad and saying, God, how could you do this to me and my family? I said, God, thank you so much for taking my mother when she was surrounded by her family. And she got the greatest gift on earth, is to die with all her family around her. And everyone was doing well. Her son was doing well. Her daughters were doing well. We were all doing well. No one was in a halfway house. No one was addicted to drugs and alcohol. Like, we were all happy. When my parents died, all their kids were doing well. You know what I mean? Each and every one of us was making over $100,000 a year, every one of their kids. For years, my sisters outpaced me. Isn't that crazy? Up until my YouTube channel and things, my sisters were making more than me. One of my sisters is a lawyer, twin sister. She was making 150, 190. Another of my sisters were making $200,000 a year for years. Both my sisters, and they said women make less than, both my sisters were making more than me for basically my entire life. And then my YouTube channel picked up, then my investments, and now again, right now I'm the sole breadwinner, but that may not, you never know. One of them might find another investment. That might trump mine. You never know. We're all a team. together. We own properties together. We hang out together. I love my sisters. They are my light, love, and happiness. My dad said, if you can't take care of your family, you're nothing. He looked us all every night when he had a moment and we'd be eating dinner. He'd say, hey, look around. So when we're not here, these are going to be the people you're going to be. They're going to be there for you. Right. And, he was 100% right. And now that he did that, I'm there for my sisters, man. I would never let them down. As I held my dad's dead hand in the hospital, and as I caressed his hair, I told him, I promise you, I'll take care of your daughters. As your sole son, that's on me. I got to check up on them. I got to make sure that the guys are treating them right. I got to make sure things are going well. I got to be around. And I got to let everyone know, like, if something's not right, I got to let people in there like, now I'm watching, man. I'm watching my sisters and I'm there. And I'm not putting up with it, It is not a competition. It's you versus you 100%. I have a trust. Yeah, we do have a family trust. Yeah, my poor NDC stock went down after this morning's earnings. INTC. Interesting. Wow. And there goes a coup to the upside. That thing just absolutely exploded. And now it's up dang near. It almost went up 94%, up 79%. We gave this. You would have gotten this in the Discord in my private weekly screen share last night. And I mean, it is a beautiful advertisement for my trading group, but come on, man. And it hasn't been also, it's not like this is how it used to be, like five of these a night. But if you go to cryptolifer.com, you can find out more, hang out with me, all right? And you would have access to the weekly screen share. You'd have access to all this exclusive stuff that happens behind the scenes off of the stream. Go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. I'm attempting to educate people and help them every single day, all right? I love selling education. I love selling my mind. I work so hard to help you. And look, if Bitcoin breaks out of this trend line, we can get ourselves a move back to 90K. We're about to go back to 90,000, folks. This ain't bad. Let's see what can happen here. See, I put my money where my mouth is. I can lose $2,000 in front of you guys, and you can all laugh at me, make fun of me, throw tomatoes at me, tell me I suck, tell me that my calls are horrible. I'm out there, man. The difference between me and everyone else is I'm out there. You can see my losses. No one else is going to show you their losses like that or their wins. They're going to hide it all because they can't show you their wins. You know why? Because they're afraid to show you if they might lose. Pretty sure every time I show you guys a win in the group, it's because I had the guts to lose in front of you. Remember that. Sam, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to stay, bro. I've got tough skin. Treated in the group? That's weird. Why are people aren't nice to you in there, man? The other thing is that's weird. Regardless of how I feel, I'm treated in the group. I'm going to stay, bro. I've got tough skin. See, it makes me, can you email me, man? Because you might be able to find out a certain issue that may be going on that I don't know about in my own business. Could you please email me, cryptolifers@gmail.com, and just explain your situation? Because I want to make sure that you don't feel like that and nobody feels, because everyone should just be talking love and maybe some people are just, you can't control everyone. Maybe people get nasty because of the way the market is. I don't know. But email me if you could, Shizmoop. I love you, man. You've been super nice to me. You've given super chats. You've had excellent energy, and you've been really nice. If you could email me at cryptolifers@gmail.com and just explain your situation, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. I just want to make sure everyone gets treated the way I desire them to be treated. 100%. Very important. Yeah, let's take a look at Seeker. I think you're spot on to Seeker. Look at that thing, man. The thing is gone. This thing is gone. And that thing launched from 13 to 27. It doubled up in a night. It actually just hit the target again from this ascending triangle we just gave you. That's crazy. Seeker looks really good. Was it SKR, right? Oh, it fell off, though. I did say watch out for the stop hunt. Remember we said, look, they might stop hunt it. See, I'm all about structure. And, I don't like the structure now, They kind of messed with it a little bit. You know, you could say maybe it bounces out of this falling wedge back to the upside off, you know, but it's losing the 200. You might be onto something. This is just far riskier of a setup than that. A coup looked just like perfect. Yo, Lifer, what was your strategy on MicroStrategy yesterday? I missed the screen share. I didn't really give it yet. I have to figure it out. Yeah, like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even have an account to open the options. I don't know what I'm doing. I do 1,000 things and I write them down as I go, and I have to get to each one as I go. And that's on my radar for things I got to get done. So, but I will get there and I will get it done. All right. Now it's trying to tweezer top here. See, like it hit the resistance and just chop around again. I mean, you got to say it just will probably come back and just do this. I see us going sideways possibly all the way until Saturday. I remember then we're going to have the futures market close, and then we get back to options expiring. We do have a CME gap at 93,000. That's promising that we could get back there for now, you know. Exactly. It'll pump when ACU is done. Interesting. Can we break 90K with this volume, or do we coil into a narrow range until explosive move? Hope everybody stays warm this weekend, especially down south. I know it's about to get cold, huh? It's crazy you said that. Let me see here. It's about to get cold? We had some gold. So this weekend it's going to be 79 degrees, man. I'm going to the beach. Saturday we're going to the beach. It's going to be 80 degrees. It does go down to 54 on Tuesday, though, and 36 at night. What the heck? Wow, it's going to be... So for basically Tuesday through next Tuesday, for a whole week, yeah, it's going to be 45, 33, 43, 40. And it's only going to be 54, 68, 60. It's going to be in the high 50s for a week here in Florida. Dang, man. I got one. My family, they love to send like family photos, right? Here's a picture of me and my sister when we were twins. This is us here, man. Actually, the camera will do it, right? I believe. It's me and my sis, man, hanging out. I was helping her. She was falling down, you know? I was making sure she was okay. I got a twin, man. We've been together since day one, man. My best friend. I love you, Jess. So, you know, life is amazing. Keep pushing, never stop. But I love you all. I appreciate you, and keep pushing, man. Winter is coming. It's 20 degrees here in Calgary, almost the same. And oh, man. We need to get that 105. Daughters live in Michigan, and they will not be above 20 for the next week. Dang. Yeah, it's going to be a cold front, and it's going to hit the whole entire country, basically, right? So, look, we're getting tighter and tighter, and I just got to tell you, Bitcoin, you know, smart to have a hedge short with a stop on the other side of the 200 in case this collapses, but also be prepared for a massive short squeeze to the upside. I'm long. I'm leaning more that, you know, if I had to tell you what was going to happen, I'm telling you it's likely we're going to bump. But I can't, you know, at the same time, I know nothing but the fact of our ignorance. And like, I go by what the charts say. We're below the 200, touching the 21. That's usually bearish. On the 4-hour time frame, that usually creates a dump. We will see. You know, they've had a lot of chances to do it. It hasn't happened just yet. So we you know, fighting through that. Let's take a look at the total market cap and all of the altcoins total 3. I just want to see how they're doing. Did they lose the 200 moving average on the 3-day chart? That was the last hopium copium for me. They're like right on that line. And so the altcoins have not lost the 3-day. And honestly, that's been a great place. 1, 2. Every time we've gone there, it's been the lowest places to accumulate. If there's a super cycle, how could there be a super cycle? So this would be your bottom. We would bounce here off the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Well, bro, God bless you too, man. Thank you for the $19.99. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're happy, bro. I don't want to make sure. I don't know. I don't know who goes on. Also, though, when you house thousands of people underneath your Discord, you never know if someone's going to say something that doesn't represent me or you. You know, someone can get disgruntled and then they could piss someone off. And the next thing you know, like you wake up the next morning and you hear, oh, someone was causing an issue in the Discord. And you're like, dang, man, my business, man, my beautiful business. And someone was causing FUD in there. You know, it's like, but usually it's a really good place. It's full of love, light, and happiness. And I make sure of it. So, yeah. So look at this. I mean, this could be a 6-to-1 risk reward rate. You could get in right now, keep a stop right there, and see if this whole market returns. I mean, there's still a chance here. That's a higher low. You're hugging the 200 moving average on the three-day chart, which is a known area, right? Love all you listening right now. God bless you, man. Open short on Bitcoin, 1 minute, 21 MA. And interesting. Yeah. I hope it snows in Colorado. Going to Breckenridge next week. Only a third of the runs are open. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. You want to go and get all that powder. Bitcoin, I know it will for you, man. You're blessed. You're going to have a great time. It's going to snow for you. I just know it will. I got 100%. You're going to have all those trails open for yourself. I just know it. Bitcoin doing a head and shoulder 1 minute doesn't look good for long. So many signal, dang. Yeah. Yeah, I see like shoulder, head, right shoulder. Yeah, it's falling off. Yeah, it did not want to. Again, I'm telling you right now, this would play out 80% of the time. The last 40 days, no, they just keep playing with us. And I just keep relentlessly showing my stuff no matter what. And I don't, people just keep being like, oh. All I can do is what I do over and over again, man. You know? It can end up even being one of these. At the beginning, you're going to have so many open minds, it's going to contradict you. Towards the end, you're going to be able to see so many things, it's not going to contradict anymore. You're going to be able to kind of build. You're going to build on everything you see. And it's going to make more sense to you. That even looks like a little flag that could break out, right? Low stochastics. It could make a right, look, it could be shoulder, head. It might make a bigger right shoulder. My brother lives there and they're hurting for snow bad. Interesting. In Breckenridge, yeah. No, I knew what you were saying, but thank you for the reference. Yeah, if this goes bear trap, Noddy was here. Hey, man, I'm with you, brother. You've been calling along with me. Supposed to get like 3 to 6 inches the weekend there. Hopefully it'll help. But yeah, I hear it's been bad all year. All the money is going into gold and silver. But that's what happens at the end, man. You don't want to be buying things when everyone else is buying them. You want to be buying Bitcoin now when no one's buying Bitcoin. Just like 18 months ago, no one was buying silver. They told you it was garbage. That was the time to buy it. When Bitcoin was ripping, Bitcoin was pumping to 120. That was the time to buy silver. They had everyone focused on Bitcoin, not on silver. You see what I mean? Right now, they got everyone focused on silver, not on Bitcoin. It's the age-old game that they're going to play. High stochastics to the 200, touching the 21 and flag. So why not short hard? Because I got this weird trader instinct that tells me something weird going on. I can't explain it. But that's why I said open up a short. That's why I said have a head short open. For sure. I don't know why yeah. My accounts are just sideways trading and just breaking even last week or so. Yeah. ACU flag out on the 1 minute, more pump ahead. That's interesting. ACU is the coin of the day today. It really is. Like if you're not on ACU, we knew about it last night in the group because we have, someone gave that to me. I didn't even find it. Like I'm giving credit to another lifer. And this channel and this community is not just about me. It's about the group. Everyone helps each other make it happen. Okay? I mean, you call that a flag? It could be. I'd like to see you do something like that, right? Turn into the ascending with the bounce. I want to get rid of that for a second. I'd be taking profits on something that went from 13 to 24 cents in a day and had low volume, so. The crypto taco, investing in his taco brand business. That's a good idea, man. Yeah. Invest in yourself. Teach yourself technical analysis. Join my training group in these times where you can learn. Get the education. Like, get an education. Learn from someone that does it every day. Learn from someone that's made millions doing it and that lives a good life. If you want to live a good life, listen to someone that lives a good life. Don't take advice from people that haven't done it yet, man. There's a lot of people out there that claim a lot of stuff. They haven't done a dang thing. You know what I mean? So many people will FOMO into ACU now. Yeah, I think that's a bad look. I'd be selling it off to the masses now. Yeah. Bookmap's still suggesting we're going down to 85, 86,000. It's got big red. It's got some red up to 91, but the biggest, deepest red is at about 85,900 for BTC. All right. Yeah. A lot of people love buying the tops because they can't help themselves. Their emotions are so strong that they can't get themselves to be patient, buy an asset, and wait a long term for it to play out. They want it now. They don't have patience. It comes down to patience. 100% it comes down to having patience. You know, when you make the most money, it's going to be, a lot of times it's due to patience. That's the reason people actually make it happen. Okay. Let's take I just want to look at the S&P futures now. What is it doing? And we're going to go over it later on today too as well. I have it scheduled to pump, and it did. And look at that. And I have it scheduled to go sideways and continue this rain to the upside. We're going to go over that later on today, and gold as well. But gold ripping, let's take a glance. I mean, I told you this rising wedge was going to break out. I went over this many, many times, and I go over it every single week at my macro technical analysis video that I really suggest you watch. Shout out to Michael Mike. I was looking at your channel. He said he's in Sarasota. I go to live, and I go to videos. I go to a macro technical analysis, right? And I do this every single week. Look good, man, huh? Look at that. I got to do it at a higher res. I did a lower res this time. I'm going to make it right. But here's my gold. You can see when I usually do gold at the very end. Or S&P right there. Right before S&P I do gold. I do silver and gold. I do gold first. And look, so like I'm telling you, gold's going to go up. I'm giving you the trade. I'm telling you where to get in, where to put the stop, and I'm telling you where it's going. This is last Friday. This is a week ago. 2,000 people got the knowledge. 2,100 people. Happy to see them. Thank you, Sam. Great update. Appreciate your work. Thank you, BTC. Thanks a million. Your consistent efforts. May God bless you and your family. Best analysis on the web. Thank you, Sam. Very important, only for crypto, but a larger picture of life, too. You know, like just, you know, I smell a bull trap. Funny. Interesting. He was spot on there. So my whole point is get this weekly analysis video, understand what's happening, and be ahead of the curve. And you only got to give yourself 15 minutes once a week, and you'll have a pretty good understanding of where the market's likely going. All right. I'm just showing you probabilities that I've already known to be true. I didn't make them up. You know what I mean? I didn't make this stuff up. So someone says Bitcoin is dumping now. I don't know what a dump. That's a dump to you? So apparently these are pumps and these are dumps. You guys are crazy. Like, come on. You're still above the 200 moving average. It does look like a head and shoulder. We don't know what's going to happen, man. The price action has really been hard to trade smaller time frames. Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit. And the next thing you know, the volume's down. It's just back to tight again. Things will come back. They won't always be like this. Just remember. And then they'll be ripping and you'll be wishing you were part of it. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. Please hit that like button. Shout out to Mike Volmer Modkin. We appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for being here. And because you're a mod king, I'm going to give you a wrench, man. I'm going to add you as a moderator, right? I'm going to make you a standard moderator, all right? Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. I feel like we've met. Your name is familiar. Volmer, Mike Volmer. Agreed, a couple cents and people thinking we have dumps and pumps. It's crazy, man. Bitcoin goes from 87 to 86.50 and they call it a dump. It's insanity. You know, I guess you could say that was a dump. 89 to 86, that's a dump. Also, I forget, some people are watching the stream late, and so they might see something that was a dump earlier in the stream and isn't now. So I have to remember that, you know. The model on the 5, maybe, yeah, I'm seeing that too. Look at the candle that tried to rip below support and how Bitcoin dead cat bounced off that dump. The move is up to 91K. I like it. These people see it. You know him, Sammy. Okay, cool. Yeah. Someone says BitBoy's moderator? Hola, Billy. Shout out to Mike, man. Thank you. Mike, have we met in person? I meet so many people, but I usually do remember a face and a name. I'm pretty good at that. It's like one thing I'm actually somewhat good at. I mean, it's like trading and then people's names. Everything else, right? Welcome, Mike Tyson. Yes, Sammy, good morning. Was that belly button? Wash that belly button. It keeps the Chapo. I know. Did you wash your belly button today, everybody? Did you wash your belly button this morning or last night? I hope you did. I hope you don't got a stinky hole. Someone's like, I have an outie. Because they're high, yeah, exactly. When you're highly over leveraged and Bitcoin moves by $20, it's dumping, man. Because your position is starting to run. I would be taking money out of ACLU. That was a huge move from 13 to 28. You do whatever makes you happy. I'd be taking my gains, and I'd be moving on to the next fun thing. All right. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. Sam Price, I appreciate it. We hit 41,100 followers and continuing. I really appreciate that. Seeing the growth on Twitter has been amazing. I've been working super hard. I spend like hours replying, and this is not easy, man. I run my own Twitter account, and I spend I think I have to put in 4 hours a day on Twitter, man. It's insane. It's not easy. It's a constant battle to be relevant in the markets these days. Otherwise, nobody will know you, and you'll get out positioned by all the media being created these days. So, yeah. Funny. Is that a dog driving? Autopilot instead. So funny, man. Dude's got a little otter just driving the whip. Anyway, and go after your life, man. Make it happen. Anything is possible. You know, what a blessed day it is to be alive, man. Every single day is a blessing. Remember that. Took my 13% and I am out. Yeah, silver's still moving. Silver is gone. Silver is gone. And my Bitcoin scalps silver is past 100, man. I see it going to 115. And there's that trade taking over, man. Paying for the losses there for Bitcoin. Dang. Not too bad, but could have been, Can we look at the Tesla chart? Get that Tesla stock. 1 hour shows Cup and Sammy. Interesting, right? Wow. So you got to have faith, man. You got to stick with me. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be it seems like it's always been a struggle, man, but over time we will win. I don't know how, but we will. Look at all the comments that come in, man. Like when I look at all the comments coming in there. Look at that. That's amazing, right? That's our channel. That's something we built together. Me, each and every one of us. You did it together with me. You built this house. Remember, you showed up every day. You put in the work. What's up, Billy? Bellico, Rave Song, Dutang. Welcome, Mike. Amen. I see hippo. I did see a hippo, too. That was not, in the potato. Yeah. It looked like a hippo to me, man. It didn't look like a turtle or a lion. I saw a hippo. Obvious, right? Thank you, Sam, for the silver trade. Anyone make gains on silver and had never traded silver before? Learned how to trade silver with me. Anybody? Anyone make gains on silver, but they learned how to trade silver with me? They had never traded silver before in their life. Awesome. And remember, you don't have to make tons of money. You just have to keep your head above water, man. That's all. That's all. And remember, being down isn't being out. You're not out until your stop hits. You're not out until you sell it all. Lifer, do you think Total 3 will break out soon? Thanks. I'm hoping for it to bounce off that 3-day 200. I'd like to see it. I'll do more in-depth analysis later on today, and you'll have that. Yeah. 4 silver trade yesterday and 1, man. God bless you, brother. Shout out to the modern Canadian. How many Canadians we got in here? Put a 444 if you're from Canada. We love you guys. We're sorry you're going through so much pain. You're oh my God. Your prime minister, everyone over there. Canada's just, you guys lost, the management has lost their way, man. It started with Trudeau and it just got worse and worse. It seemed like the people really know what's up. That Canadian truckers, you guys went hard. I mean, that whole thing was crazy what went on. And they locked bank accounts. They showed you that they control the people through other means, He said, I sold Bitcoin at 121 and got gold. That's insane. I mean, if you're swing trading, that's a good move. Shout out to all my Canadians out there. Soon to be an American. God bless you, man. Shout out to a lot of Canadians out there, man. Look at this. I love you guys. I used to go and play hockey in Canada. Always had a good time in Montreal. Always had a good time up in Canada. I went to Niagara Falls. Good time. Good people, man. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like your government doesn't represent you. And it's so weird. How come no governments represent the people? We were supposed to vote people that represented us in. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore. You know? They're about to be crazy cold this weekend too. I know, man. It's gonna... Whole country's about to go into a... I remember them January and February. I remember in Boston, they were the coldest days of the year, man. It was always tough. It was never easy walking to work, going somewhere on those freezing cold days, man, with the wind chill. Second you get out the train, you're cold. You get inside, you're like, woof. I'm from Alberta. Oh, yeah, soon to be in the USA. God bless you, man. A lot of you people are going to move, huh? Trump will let you right in. Just come on in. You know. 89,450 Bitcoin dumping. Trades not playing out so far. My little, it didn't plan out yet. It's just so crazy, man. It's like I'm going to stop trading Fridays completely and only trade Tuesdays and Thursdays live, Tuesdays and Wednesdays live because the volume just not there. And I know it too. Fridays are usually bad. Yeah. You're awesome, Crypto Live. I've been watching you for a while. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I think lately, because the market has turned nasty, it's just been a lot. And I shouldn't focus on it. And I was never this known. So I was never this known. The market was never this nasty. I've never received so much hateful people, man. Like, there's always someone being mean to me lately. Like, I bought the Lambo. They say it's the car for a wussy. You know what I mean? It's just weird, man. Like, it's like, well, they call me a brokey because it's a hurricane and I don't got any money. It's like, I get, and I say, hey, I am a brokey, man. I ain't worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Right? Yeah, put a limit spot order at a certain price. We're looking for this to bounce, man. Honestly, it looks like we could get a bounce here on the 1 minute here off of the 200 moving average. See? Start to get tight. And I can't wait to show this trade to the group when we win it because it looks like it's going to win, man. Now, that's a beautiful bull flag above the 200. Let's go. Let's go. And you just got to have faith, man. That's it. I have faith every time, all around. It doesn't matter. I have faith, right? And with my faith, I believe that God is going to... I know God is never going to give up on me because God never did. Understand? And so because of that, I know that I have the greatest power behind me at all times. And I just need to keep pushing. I just need to keep pushing. And yeah, I get excited when I think of that. It makes me realize that I have no reason to fear. There's no fear. There's no such thing as fear. And that lets me know 5 years from now, I will be in the top of my industry. I will be the number one trader, or one of them. I will share the stage with the best, you know? And I'm on my way to greatness. And there's no reason to think anything other than that, you know? And I may have some ups and downs, and not every day is going to go my way. And there may be some days where I lose trades and people lose faith in me and tell me I suck. But there's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is put my faith in God and keep pushing every single day. And I know that just like I did this 5 years ago, I put my faith in God, look where I am today. I'm going to be in a very good place in 5 years from now, but I got to keep God on my side and I got to keep my mind positive. I can't let the negativity in. I can't get down on altcoins not making it. I can't get down on the money that I could or could not have made. I can't let money make me who I am. It's just not cool because that will devastate you when you lose it. And that's not who you want to be. Look, that trade was just down $200. Now one's up 50. Like this trade was just down 300. I was just down $500. Like a minute ago, I was down $500. Now I'm at break even. Anything could happen. And that's another thing when you trade big money. Look, that's $175,000 in the trade now. Damn near $250,000 trade almost. I mean, you know, it's close. 200 down. You're awesome. Love you, Sammy. Thank you. When I had a fancy car, I always felt like I was going to be robbed. Did you stay strapped? Man, this generation is cooked. No one respects money. Those without money don't know what it takes to build and maintain a Lambo. Social media has really messed up. You're funny. Are you joking or are you being serious? I don't even know, man. When I had a fancy, yeah. Optimistic is against the pessimistic. Yeah. Someone says ripping. Oh, now we're up huge. See? Now we're up in the trade. Now I'm up $300. A second ago, I was down 500. I'm now up 420. 433, the 333, baby. Now 111. Crypto Billy, look, the 333 and the 111 just flashed, man. You know how we roll. Oh, look, now we're up 600. Look how fast this can happen, man. 90,000 for Bitcoin. Can we finally get the move today? My strategy's playing out. The 21 above the 200. I can shut that dude up that says it did. Another law. Always someone running their mouth. Always someone running their mouth. Every single time. It's crazy, man. That's why I listen to the crypto billies, man. The people that support me, the people that love me, the people that believe in me, the people that will never just be fickle because of faith. You know what I mean? They'll always be there. They have faith. They believe in me. God bless you guys. Stabilize up above 91K and we go, go, go. Hey, man. I love when I'm down and then I end up winning because it shows people that you never know what's going to happen, but you got to have faith. You got to believe. That's why there's news channels out there. There's stuff, but I put myself on the line every single day here, man. And I challenge the probabilities. And I believe in myself and I believe in you. Heck, we made $1,000 last night. I got back in the trade right there. That's been open since last night. So now we're up 1,700 in less than 16 hours, right? And the silver trade's ripping. So, like, we got money, baby. We're not stressed. This thing is going. I feel like 100 is the call. Like, I should sell at 100, man. The thing about silver, when it dumps really fast. They go, look, they dump it quick in 8 hours. Like, it's just like, out of nowhere, it just takes a tumble. 90,137. Bitcoin actually doing some damage now. Back above 90K. Every time we're above 90K, I'm like, yes. I sell a bot. I got a bot trading for me all the time. We got Pionex bots that are trading. You can have a link to the Pionex bots below. You can find out more about those. Okay. Let's keep it pumping. Been long since the dump yesterday morning. I'm also playing with some funded accounts. That's interesting. I like it. And I am looking into some funded stuff. I think in about 2 weeks from now, I'll have something up and running for you guys. That's going to be pretty, a pretty good deal for everybody. I just want to fine tune and make sure that it's working right and make sure that things are going the way they're supposed to be going. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Let's keep it pumping. 90,200. The lifer is spot on again. Again. We got another trade pumping there, the USD. So, I mean, wow. It's all going well so far today on the trades. Up another $700 on the morning. And if you can do that 10 times a week, you got $7,000. You do that 4 times a month, you got 28. You do that a whole year, that's like a 318, and it's like 350 grand a year, man. You're doing dang good. It's actually 344, I guess. 346, yeah. But you're doing good, man. You're doing absolutely amazing. So never stress, man. If you're doing it, you're doing it. I like this guy. He said, no music today, boss. You don't need the music. We got the music. We do beatboxing now. I beatbox while I talk, right? No, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and being amazing. Thank you for kicking it with the lifer. Stick to trading, Sam. No, I used to be a beatboxing champion. You guys didn't know that? Oh, yeah. I used to be, no, you guys don't realize, man. I was out there, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I got it, man. Don't tell me I don't got it. Don't tell me I ain't got it. I'll beatbox while Jason raps, man. And I told you we were going to bounce off the 1 minute 200 moving average, but you did not believe me. Someone shouted doubt on my name. Someone faded me. And now I'm up $1,000 on the trade, and it is what it is. I was just down 500 a second ago. And so I got 1,000 here. I got over 1,000 here on the silver. I got another trade on Bitcoin ripping up 276. We're doing them, baby. We're doing them. That's an 8.2 Bitcoin trade. That's almost an entire BTC. So average entry price 88,755. That should be up way more. How's that a 0.8 Bitcoin trade? And yeah, it's like it's only 60. Yeah. But dang, that was a nice entry at 89,750 though. And silver just absolutely destroying the game. No, we got music. I love the music, man. I love the rainy nights. I love the rainy nights. Eddie Rabbit, man. I love the rainy night. Love the rainy night. I love a rainy night. I think it's I love a rainy night, right? I love a rainy night. Let's close above the 4-hour 200 moving average. If we can do that, life will be absolutely amazing. $5,000 an ounce for gold. I see it at 57.71 out of the explosive move here for gold. Rising wedges break up parabolically. Remember that. We gave you the gold trade right there at 332. Remember that? I gave it to you. We were talking about gold here. I was the first person to show the cup and handle that was 7 years long. I've been showing the cup and handle since like somewhere around here on my channel, March of 2020. I've been showing this cup and handle for a long time. I'm Sammy Cup and Handy. And I used to show this cup and handle and say, man, gold says it's about to do something amazing. And if you actually take this flag and you put it in that consolidation, I mean, it told us we were going to somewhere 3,000, 4,000. I've been saying this for a long time. I was trading gold before Bitcoin. I was a gold bug. I own 100 ounces of gold. It's crazy, right? Isn't that insane? I haven't heard Eddie Rabbit's name in years, man. Eddie Rabbit, man. Eddie Rabbit's, man. I love a rainy night. My wife loves that song, and she played it every day for like weeks on end, and she got it stuck in my head. I love a rainy night. Interesting. My dad was an interesting guy. He went around the world. He traveled. He was a bar guy. He talked to a lot of people. I watched him with the gift of gab, man. And my dad passed it to me. I'm Andy, and I'm out. Let go, lifers. Sam, do great. Continue as long as you want. Amen. I love you, bro. I'm Andy. I'm out. You got out of the trade already? Yeah, Eddie Rabbit passed away in 1998. Great artist. Yeah, he was. He was amazing. And so the scalp, we're just trying to get out there. Actually, let me get rid of the partial and move the scalp up. That's about an $800. That's a 972 win. It looks like we'll take that. And then this one will expand. And so, yeah, I like what we're seeing here. So far, so good for Bitcoins. And see, it is a little confusing because you got two trades on, but you can see both trades, where the entries were, what's happening. And now we're up to, this is doing well. So if you took my trading education, if you use my trading style on a low volume Friday today, you came out paid. If you went to my weekly screen share, you came out paid because we found ACU and it's now up over 80%. And at one point it was up 110. I only gave 3 coins last night on in the screen share. I didn't give 100 coins. We didn't focus on tons of things. You know what I mean? So I just know I dreamed of 104,888. God bless you, man. It's going to happen. But I'm drunk guy right now. Sorry. So I'm out for good. That's so sad, man. I quit alcohol 4 years ago, but that just doesn't mean I don't hate on anybody that does. We're all in our own struggle. Everyone gets there in different places and gets into different places in different ways. I don't judge others because you quit alcohol and you got your life together. Don't judge other people. Yeah. The TP same or target 91.3. I mean, it's up to you. Don't ask other people for where the take profit is. You should be able to know. Like, I've taught you guys all, but well, I can't stand when lifers, not can't stand, but lifers will be like, oh, where is it? And I'm like, man, I've taught you guys. Like, I've showed you guys this every day. Don't ask me simple questions. Like, everyone should know what the trade is if I make a trade. Look, we broke out, everyone. That's a clean breakout. See, resistance, you broke out. Now you want to see it. Now we do not want to close a 4-hour candle back below 89.8. Like, right? X reveals what's next for Bitcoin. That's me. A reversal diamond back to the upside, baby. even though it doesn't look probable. And now you're above the high volume node. Come on, baby. All the way back to 95,000. Let's get the rippage. Let's get the rippage. I'm ready to get paid. Friday, baby, Friday. Stop playing with us. We pushed through so hard. We never gave up. We never stopped. They tried to damage us mentally. They liquidated and up and down, and they did so much, and we don't care. We will not stop. We will buy Bitcoin. You won't stop us. We're going to win. Wag me, baby. Wag me. We're all going to win. Every single one of us here is going to win. They're not going to stop us. They're never going to stop me. Let's go. Silverback gorillas on this house. Alpha males, alpha women, man. I'm not here to lay down. Okay? I'm not here to lay down. I'm here to take it. I'm going to take what's mine, baby. If you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to take what's mine. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to create opportunities. If you don't give me opportunities, I'm going to make them myself. I'm going to fight. If you don't give me a job, I got fired from my last jobs. I didn't make it into the union. They took everything from me. You know what? Who cares? You know? Who cares? Well, I hit this so hard that the little things in the earpieces fell out. I have no idea where they went. How funny is that? I'm bugging out over here. I don't care. I don't hide my energy. I don't shy away. I'm pushing every single day, man. Let's go. Let's go. They got in your heads. They made you think you were weak. They made you think you couldn't do it. They made you think your altcoins were going to demolish you. They made you focus on something so big and then took it away. Who cares? We've got this. Look at this, man. Look at my Bitcoin shoes that I got in the mail yesterday from Pionex, all right? Look at that. Pionex, man. I saw these shoes. I said, I really like those. It would be nice if I could get a pair. I said it. He said, maybe one day we can get them to you. And it was just kind of like, I never heard about it again. And then I came home yesterday, and these are real shoes. Like, there's actually shoes in here. Let's take a look at these puppies. I made a video about it, but I'd like to kind of bring you guys in. First of all, it has a latch. You got to open your latch. I don't think I'll ever wear these. I wore them in the house. Funny, there's this like, there's a shoe patch to like what the shoe, like that's so cool, man. I've never seen anything like this, honestly. I've never got a pair of shoes inside of, see the Bitcoin B? You see the Bitcoin B on the shoe? And they're really nice. Like they even came with like these nice, I guess this make you taller. I don't need these. They actually make it tight in the shoe. But I put them anyway just so I didn't like put them somewhere else. They're kind of arch support. But man, it says Pionex on it, which is cool. I like Pionex. I think it's a great place to trade. So I don't mind advertising them. And I like, you know, I just like this, man. And it's got the Bitcoin B. It's got their beautiful green design. And it's got Bitcoin and little charts here on the side. Oh, they're black because, yeah, I have the green screen. So anything green is actually is see-through. So that's all green, but it's see-through. Look, see-through shoes. So amazing. But these are like green dots that show Bitcoin, the charts. See if this will focus. It should. There you go. I got the autofocus on, man. This thing's amazing. And then it finds my face and keeps my face in focus. Guys, Bitcoin's ripping. I just did a good thing, man. I just made a lot of people a lot of money. If people took my trading style and learned from me, they just made gains, man. Massive gains, bro. So it shows you just keep showing up every day. You don't know when you're going to win. You don't know how you're going to win. But I got strategies and probabilities that I play out over and over again. And we're winning, baby. We're winning. What's that other one? It's got to be 350 now. Only 250? Why we're both 450. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I like this, man. So 2,000 here in profits, 2,000 here in profits, 1,000 here in profits. That's a good day. That's $3,000 in profits today. You know, so far. All right, we didn't take the money yet. We'll see how this goes, but so far it's going our way. I know ultra sketchy, but Monad is one of my conviction plays. Can you take a look? I think you're right. I like Monad. I think it's just too connected, and the way it brings in like DeFi and I full ported IREN this morning, and I'm up 9%. 2,600 is life changing. Dude, that's amazing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look at IREN because I like IREN. 90,450 for Bitcoin. We were just at 88,650. Bitcoin makes $2,000 moves in seconds now, which is great for volatility, and it's great for movement. And remember, you're going to get discouraged here. It's not going to be easy. Push through, baby. People that fall off and can't take it or think there's a better option than my trading group, come on, man. I show up every single day tirelessly. My systems work and play out in front of you. I never shy away. I show you how I do it. I stick with conviction. No matter what, I keep pushing. What else? Where else do you want to be? All right? My broke ass is 1820 in profit. That's better than, take a penny in profit and be grateful, brother. Be grateful for every single thing you receive, whether it's $1 more than you had before. Always be grateful, my man. The other day I was playing poker. Got crap cards, 6 and, I got 2 and 6. I got 3 and 9. I got 2 and 9, 2 and 4, A couple times I tried to play it and it was like, A couple times I folded the 2 and I would have got like triple 2s, but I was like, And I said, man, this stinks. Like, and in my head, I was like, I'm not. And then one time I finally won a pot. It was very small. I got aces and I called too hard and only one person called me. Then I hit triple aces, and I only won like a tiny bit because I was too aggressive on the spot, and I thought, not enough people got good cards, and so no one matched me at the beginning. I started with a too hard of a call, but I took that little gain, and my mind goes, wow, I can be great. And I said out loud to everyone, I said, wow, I'm so grateful. And the guy looked at me and I said, man, the smallest win creates gratitude, and with gratitude I can build. I said, so I'm probably going to win more tonight because I'm, and I ended up taking everybody's money that night. The last 2 times I played poker, I took everybody's money. I'm not lying. True story, facts. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not trying to brag. It's a fact. This one time I went to a multimillionaire's house. I will leave him unmentioned because I don't want to be rude. But I went to a guy worth like 110 mil. Everyone there at the table one guy was worth 300 mil. I'm sitting there. I know all balled up. And I took it, man. I took all their money, man. I did. And whether I'm lucky, whether I was prepared, I don't know. Whether I'm good at cards because I'm Irish, I looked at it as I'm in risk every day, and they're not always in risk. I'm always looking at probability and risk. That's my entire life. So once the charts came and the cards came, I'm doing what I do every day. Like, this is what I do. Playing cards is basically what I do for a living. I'm always looking at the ups and downs, the possibilities, I got a bigger trade open right now. I should probably just pay the trader and get out of these trades. It's just so the volatility is just ugly today. We just spiked above the 200. Now we need the 21 to touch again. We can't make a head and shoulder pattern. You see? We were just up, now we're up 700. I think we were up 1100 at the most. Anyway, I'll let them cook for now. But it's always good to pay the trader. Remember that. You know what I mean? What does the heat map say? I basically got no idea how to play poker. How did I go in there and win and take all the money? I hadn't played a lot of poker, and I only played poker twice in the last 3-4 years. It's not like I do it all the time. Most of those guys probably played poker more than I had. Head and shoulder on the Bitcoin on the 1 hour. I don't see it, no. The beginning, you think shoulder, head, right shoulder there? Possible. You could even look at it this way, though. This could be the right shoulder. That could be the head. I'm looking at the fact that we broke this trend and we're outside the trend, and we should head to the 200 moving average. We should head up to 92.3 for the day. That's what should happen. I'm not saying it's gonna for sure, but that's what's likely. Yeah. Sam, I love you. I wanted to short. You're showing us how it's done. Hey, man, I'm just doing what I got to do. So many people lose faith during this time in everybody. They lose faith in everybody because they get everyone to lose faith in themselves. They're getting in your heads. Your favorite trader you're going to stop believing in because they're getting in your head. Don't let that happen. Keep pushing. I'm here every day to show you, Don't let me be in that room. They're going to kick me out. You funny, man. 1 hour's bullish, 2 bullish engulfing candles. Bro, we all know it's coming right back down. Sam, check the 4 hour for Bitcoin, please. Things might get rejected there. Might. It is a Friday, low volume. Good time to take some profit. You know what I mean? At the same time, I like what we're doing, but it's a good time to take some profit. Hey, I made 1,000 last night. I take this, I'm up 1,700. I'll take the scalp off the table. And then here I go to last. I go to 100% and I hit close. I still have another trade open. You see? So when this takes profit, I have another trade cooking here for Bitcoin. It's up 450. All right. 240 now. and the silver trade, right? So we will see. But now I'm going to lock in the fact that I'm going to get paid no matter what. And that's the key. Remember, we were down 500. Now I'm up 700. That's a fact. Let's take the money for a fact and make sure that we're in the money. You know what I mean? For some reason, last takes a while because it's like a limit order. Should have closed already now, though. And you can always flash close, but I try not to do that. I go to last. The price keeps dumping, though. You can't get out. It's like stupid. You got to wait for like flat price action. There it goes. So there we go. We made 700 in front of you. Great day, or 650, whatever, you know. I showed you how to get it done again, no matter what. I didn't know where price action was going to go. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I stuck to the model. I put a good stop loss, and I didn't get emotional. Really simple, right? How to make $700 in a day. Stick to the stop loss. Don't get emotional, and repeat the process every single time. That really should be the short. I'll move myself over here, you know. But how do we make money today trading BTC? How do we make money today trading Bitcoin on weeks? Let's kind of talk about it. Why is there a buy limit right there? Hold on, that probably is going to delete. And there you go. That's how you win. And that's like multiple wins in a row now. You see what I mean? And you stack. It looks 777 just flashed. So how did we, you know, let's see if we can get rid of the music for a second. I just think this is really good content. This morning, we just made money. Today is, it's a trading day here. It's a weekday. It's a weekday trading here, and we just made money trading Bitcoin on weeks. As you can see the chart right above me here, what happened? What's going on? Well, the first thing I want you to understand is we were above the 200 moving average on the 1 minute time frame. We had made a bull flag, and the 21 came into play. That's where I like to execute my trades. I got in right there, and I took this spike to the upside, and I sold right around here. So I got in here and sold there. So you're getting in at the, you know, right at that entry, selling the top area. I use the 1 minute and the 200 moving average to execute almost every single day as long as there's good volume and I like structure. And I've used it to make thousands of dollars, and I've done it publicly on the stream. Come to my live stream every single day at Crypto Lifer on YouTube, or go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. It's a good short, you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice little short to use. I am recording, but yeah. You're the man. Positive energy will prevail. The truth will set you free. Sam, where do you trade gold and silver? It's on a crypto exchange. You can trade gold and silver on weeks. You can trade it on MEXC. You can trade it on Pionex. Everyone's got silver. I'm pretty sure they all got gold too as well. Yeah, so very simple. $100 for silver. We knew it was going. I see 115 for silver. Everyone, I'm going to jump out of here for the day, but I'm going to do a macro technical analysis video right now that's going to come out later on today. It's going to show you every single thing from the Dow Jones. It's going to show you Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, the total market cap of Bitcoin, the total market cap of all the altcoins. We're going to go over the DXY, gold, silver, S&P futures, and the NASDAQ futures, and just kind of give you an idea of what's happening. What model is your new Lambo? It's a very old Lambo. I don't tell anyone. It's none of anyone's business. It's mine. Okay? But it's an older version for sure. I don't have a lot of money. Lambos go from like 200. On the low end, you can get a Lambo for like 180, like bare bones, 180, 160. But that's like, it's going to have like 30,000 miles. It's going to be like a 2015. And then they go up and up as you go with lower miles and lower in higher years. And then it depends on the color and the thing. Like, there was a Lambo less money than this. There was a Lambo, a 2020 with 17,000 miles, or 18. I think, no, with 20,000 miles. And then this was a 2017 with 15,000 miles. So it just depends. Okay. Yeah. Is Bitcoin still bullish today? I don't know. I took some money off the table. Yeah. I joined weeks, but not letting me trade. I wonder why. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. We had a good time live trading together. We took gains. I think we did very well. There was a bearish div there. We got the move, and I executed the trades. I think that's the key, right? So everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to stop the recording now. We can use that later on. But I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you all for being here. It means the world to me to have this this platform to be able to talk every single day, to be an influencer, quote unquote, a person that shares my beliefs, my ideas around the world, and helps people learn how to trade on a daily basis. I still have the other trade open on Bitcoin right now too, okay? So I'm not giving up all my trades, and I may get back in if I see something I like. But right now, I think I took a really smart move to sell, and I'm excited where we are. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much. Remember, I studied all the most famous billionaires, millionaires, anyone that did anything great with their lives. I studied as many people as I could. And I found out the secret to success. You know what it is? It's amazing. The secret to success, you know what it is? It's getting started. Like, there's nothing else I can say. You got to start somewhere, or you're going to be in the same place for the rest of your life.